Hey guys, it's Lauren and welcome back to my channel for the love of. If you guys are joining me for the very first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for taking the time to click on this pumpkin apple kind of home fragrance candle haul. If you're a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by again. You guys, today we're going to be talking about all about apples, all about pumpkins, home fragrance. I got Wallflowers, I got wax melts, I have soaps, and of course candles. So you guys, I'm so excited. I finally did my, I guess, true fall switchover. So I've been burning gourmand fragrances, pumpkin pecan waffles, Spice It Up, all those yummy bakery ones since the end of August and up till just yesterday. So everything was kind of dwindling down. I had a little bit left in my Wallflowers. All my soaps were pretty much empty for the most part. I have a couple candles that are about halfway burned I'm going to save for next season, but I wanted to kind of switch it up this season. Typically I burn autumn and leaves right around this time, but it's still so warm. I'm not quite ready for like warm, super cinnamony, like sweet cinnamon pumpkin, and leaves are very, very heavier, a lot more heavy type scents than like a pumpkin apple type fragrance. So I decided to switch over. I've never done like a pumpkin apple type scent theme. I've used some of these candles before. I've used apple quite a bit, but I wanted to do like a little mini transition into autumn and leaves. And actually kind of what prompted that, well, first of all, I had some of these candles I had planned on burning with autumn and leaves, but I also picked up this awesome beeswax candle during Bath & Body Works 40% off, and I fell in love with it. So I go, you know what? I'm gonna do a little apple pumpkin switch over before I transition. So I thought you guys might think it was fun to kind of see what candles and what home fragrance and things that I'm blending. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of scent combinations. I will try to find fragrances, as I'm sure most of us do, that blend really well together. So I know a lot of you guys are starting to get cooler weather. Actually, probably most of you have had cooler weather, but I wanted to share with you what I'm burning and using in my home right now. So let's start with the candles, and I'll share with you what ones I'm burning. All these ones that I'm showing you today are currently what I'm using in my home like right now. So I do have some reviews up of some of these particular fragrances as well. But first and foremost, I have my Yankee jar candle. This is apple pumpkin. I do have a review up of this in comparing and contrasting between Bath & Body Works pumpkin apple version, if you're interested in seeing that. I love the Yankee jar candles. I use this one in my kitchen on my dining room table. I love the longevity of the Yankee jars. They last forever. I'm going to be able to use this when I'm burning autumn and leaves and everything. You just get such a long burn time out of these ones. It's amazing. So this candle has a decent throw for a Yankee single wick. It blends really, really well with obviously Bath & Body Works version. Just a quick kind of little overview. The notes on this one, off the top of my head, it has apple as a top note, pumpkin is a mid note, cinnamon is a mid note, and I believe they also cited vanilla as a base note. This one's more of like a crisp cidery type scent, not overtly cider, but the apple in it kind of has that just a fresh cider kind of esque feel with a little bit of pumpkin in it. It's not overtly pumpkin to where if you aren't a pumpkin fan, you won't enjoy it. I think it's a really nice transition into fall scent if you're not into like super heavy cinnamon type fragrances. So I have my Yankee apple pumpkin jar, and then I have my Bath & Body Works pumpkin apple. I always get the two of them flipped around. The names are very, very similar, and the scents are also very, very similar. As I said, I have a review up of the comparison and contrast of the two of these if you're interested. So I have my Bath & Body Works 3-wick pumpkin apple. Now this one I actually burn in, where do I have this one going? In our bathroom. I have this one in my half bath. I know a 3-wick and a half bath sounds kind of crazy, but between the two of them kind of going, I have an open area between like my dining room and kitchen. There's no walls, and then the half bath is kind of off to the side. So all of them together, it's just enough scent to where it's not incredibly overpowering, but you can most certainly smell it. So obviously you guys, the Bath & Body Works ones are going to burn a lot quicker. It's a second day burn on this one. It's throwing amazing. I love the scent. Very clean, very crisp, and not super warm. It does say in the notes on this one are apples. It has pumpkin, of course, cinnamon. They also cite clove buds in the note on the Bath & Body Works version. I don't get much clove in it. To me, it's just a very fresh apple with a smooth blend of pumpkin. Both of those are really nice candles. Now, the one that I was the most excited about, and I've been burning this one on my entertainment center. So I have a little setup where I typically will have a Bath & Body Works 3-wick, but I removed that and popped this one in. Of all, I guess all 3 of these candles, this one's my favorite. So let me show you the lid. This is the Bath & Body Works. These are their new beeswax candles. I was really happy to see them come out with beeswax. I know Bath & Body Works is on a whole honey kick with their body care, but beeswax candles, from what I've heard and read online, they burn a little bit slower. I have only burned this one time, so I can't really attest to whether it burns slower or if it burns standard burn time as a typical single wick candle. That I may have to do a review of this one individually. But you guys, I love this scent. It's cinnamon, honey, apple, and it smells amazing. It's definitely a little more sweeter than the other 2 as far as having kind of that cinnamon honey scent. If you guys, and it smells like true honey. It smells like true honey. It smells a little bit different than Bath & Body Works. They had that Hey Honey, and then they also had Honey Bee. I believe in the spring it was called Sweet Honey Bee. It's a little bit more genuinely honey scented, I guess, a sweeter honey almost, and I think it's the cinnamon and apple. But you guys, I love this candle. I wish they had this in a 3-wick. Between all 3 of those ones, this one's probably my favorite, and it's the one that has obviously the smallest amount in it. I love this scent. Very nice. They did have a few other candles in this collection, honey-based beeswax candles. I don't remember all of them. If you guys know, comment down below. I'm curious. And if any of you guys have tried this candle or anyone's from this collection, comment down below. I'm curious to see if you felt that they burned same time or if they burn a little bit slower because they're beeswax. So I have this one going as well. So the 3 of these together make quite the scent combination. It's really nice, clean, fresh, and I'm loving it. So wallflower wise, you guys, I am using Farm Stand Apple. I did the switch over to that. I forgot how much I love this scent. It's very much just a crisp, straightforward apple scent. No pumpkin in it, just a very clean, just smells like you're cutting up an apple. Very fresh, and I think it adds kind of that added crispness to, you know, the home, especially when I'm not home. I don't have candles going, of course, and these are strong. I know sometimes Wallflowers, a lot of times, Wallflowers just aren't as strong as we would like, but the Farm Stand Apple ones I've been having 0 issues with. I can smell them when I walk in. When I put them in last night, I also had my candles and my wax warmer going, so I wasn't sure if I was smelling the Wallflowers or the candles. So this morning I had no candles going, I had my wax warmer off, and I could still smell it. So I know that these ones are strong. So if you're looking for a nice, clean, fresh fall scent, you might want to give Farm Stand Apple a try. These ones I had purchased at SAS. So these ones I got a while back, but I'm almost certain they have some apple scents out now. If I'm not mistaken, they might have Heirloom Apple, which is very similar. So if you like that, you might want to give that one a try. So I have Farm Stand Apple Wallflowers going. And then in my wax warmer, I'm using Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple Wax Tarts. As you can see, I've only done 1 little chunk so far. I felt that I didn't have to do 2 just because I had a bunch of other candles going and everything. So I popped this in there. Smells exactly like Bath & Body Works candle version. I do like the wax tarts. You really only get, if you have it on all day, probably 1 to 2 uses out of each cube on these ones, just because if you're constantly warming it. But if you only use your warmer at night, or if you turn it on during the day and you just put a fresh one in there, you'll probably get a full day or 2 out of it before you need to add more. So just keep that in mind. But I stocked up on these too during that 40% off. I got a couple other wax tarts as well, but currently I'm using Bath & Body Works Pumpkin Apple in my Scentsy warmer. And then soap wise, of course I had to switch out my soaps. I'm using 2 different ones right now. So I was lucky enough to snag Honey Crisp Apple during SAS. Everybody was kind of going for like the summer ones and stuff like that in spring. And I thought, no, I'm gonna grab all the fall ones that I can. So I grabbed about 3 of these during SAS. I got the Honey Crisp Apple. I remember this one from last year and I love it so much. It's such a nice, clean, crisp fragrance. It smells to me very similar to Farm Stand Apple. The notes on Honey Crisp include juicy apple, fresh sage, and mulled spice. To me, it's not incredibly spicy. It's a little bit, it's a clean, fresh apple scent with a little bit of a warmth to it. So it's not as straight apple as say like the Farm Stand Apple. It's got a little bit of warmth to it, so that's probably that mulled spice note. But if you like just a clean kind of scent, this one's still very much so a clean, fresh fragrance and not like a warm tone type scent. Also, I have Afternoon Apple Picking, and the notes on this include Fiji apple, juicy pear, and cinnamon. To me, this one's a little bit lighter. To me, it smells almost like, it smells kind of similar to autumn, which sounds kind of weird if you removed like that fir note to it, just like the crispness. I don't get much pear, but the apple note's a little lighter, so that could be the blend of the pear and the apple. It says it has cinnamon. I don't get much cinnamon from it. A little bit lighter. In my opinion, I kind of like the Honey Crisp a little bit better, which is why I'm glad I grabbed some of them. But I do have a few of these. I'm not going to return them or exchange them. I will definitely use them up, and I think it blends well with everything I have going on scent-wise. So you guys, that is it. We're hitting the 12-minute mark now. So if you're still with me through this haul, I want to say thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys like seeing what I'm currently burning and currently using, let me know and I can start doing little more hauls like this instead of just straight up reviews of each product. Comment down below if you have used any of these candles, home fragrance, or soaps that I showed today. What ones are your guys' favorite fall fragrances, and have you transitioned fully over to fall? I know a lot of people are already talking about holiday, which is so crazy to me. I will be doing some holiday candle reviews down the road. I'm not quite there yet. I'm still getting into fall, of course, but I will be doing some holiday candle reviews coming up probably in November. I don't think I'm quite going to do it for October. I do have a Halloween candle review coming up very, very soon as well, if it's not up already by the time I'm posting this. So you guys, that's it for me today. Comment down below on any of your favorites, and again, if any of you guys have used this, I'm really curious. Comment down below. I want to see those of you who have burned the new Bath & Body Works Honey collection, beeswax collection. I want to see if you guys think they burn slower or if they're the same. Very curious on that, because these are a brand new line that just came out. So you guys, I hope you're having an awesome fall. I hope you guys are picking out all your awesome, fun fall fragrances. You guys, as always, I hope you're having an awesome day, an awesome evening, an awesome weekend, whatever time it is you're watching this video. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.